So have you ever let your pride stop you from doing something you wanted to do?
I think yes, that came through wanting to get forward in like my studies, but I think I was too prideful to be able to ask for help, like from my community to be
Yeah.
able to do that.
So what was like the help that you felt like you needed?
I think I just needed some people that, instead of constantly criticizing me, family members that might be toxic and kind of criticizing me, and coming from a community, like coming from a home where no one else had gotten higher education, I just needed some people to be like, yes, you can absolutely do that. I just needed words of reinforcement, positive encouragement.
Yeah, so you didn't feel like you had like a safe environment to ask for help.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, so you decided to just continue on doing it all by yourself?
Well, I stayed in a job that I didn't really love for a little too longer than I should have been in there. But yeah, eventually kind of had to wake myself up and, also kind of change of environment. I moved to Atlanta 2 years ago, and that's been incredibly transformative. And now I have a PhD offer for the following year, so I'm really excited.
Okay, so did you find that support system that you was lacking?
Absolutely, yeah, both through my church, through volunteer organizations, and some friends that I've made along the way. And they say it's hard to make friends in your 30s, but I think if you're just being authentic and doing what you love, like, age is just a number.
Yeah, I agree. I think like the two biggest things for me, I would say, I won't speak for everybody else, is knowing who you are, so like what you dislike, and then not being afraid to put yourself out there. So it's like, if you don't know who you are, then you won't know what you like, and you don't know who you're going to connect with. And if you don't put yourself out there, those people will never find you, or you'll never find them. So I feel like if you get those two things down, everything else should kind of like work itself out,
Absolutely, yeah. I believe like you won't get what you don't ask for. Sometimes we hope or wish that people say the right things or do the right things, but ultimately we have to take our agency too into account and,
Yeah, teach people how to treat you. Yeah, basically that. Like a lot of times people that do things, they're doing it from their own traumas, their own ignorance, like even going back to like family members. Their scope of understanding is at a ceiling that you've passed, whether it's higher education or even thinking that that's even valuable. There's some people who'd be like, why do you want to go to school? Why do you want to do better for yourself? But they was never put in an environment to see the value in that. So it's kind of like, you kind of feel sorry for them in a way, because it's like, I'm sad that you never was able to see beyond where you're at. And even though you're kind of projecting that onto other people now, you still kind of a victim of your own lack of understanding or lack of a environment to put you higher than you could be. You know what I'm saying? So
Totally agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope. I appreciate you. Thank you.